chalo nichovuta vantu vafuna kukuziva pacha ukangala bwino chino chalo nichovuta ngati ndiwe mphawiswa kutaya kona nzeru chalo nichovuta vantu vafuna kukuziva pacha ukangala bwino chino chalo nichovuta ngati ndiwe mphawiswa kutaya kona nzeru.
Conversation about you. I said something from the intro.
Yeah.
I mentioned something. Should I be happy or sad?
Well, that would be your state of mind. I wouldn't dictate that. You know what I'm saying?
20 years.
I think for me, it's a celebration, and a celebration can never be sad. You know, of course, it's bittersweet, but for me, I see it as a celebration because there's so many people that would love, and have gone through the journey that I have gone through, or experienced what I have, gotten the knowledge that I have, and all these things that I've been able to bring to the Zambian music industry. So for me, I see it as a big win, and I see it as something that people should take advantage of today and say, you know what, I want to know more about this, I want to know about that and whatever, and reach out, you know, because we want to grow our industry. And the fact that I was able to do certain things, at some point I was not getting help, but you know what I mean, through my own hustle and whatever, I got certain things happening. And I know the struggle that, you know, younger artists out there are facing. You know, they want to do something, and you know, it's basically trying to say, even though I'm stepping away from the microphone, I'm still here in the arts, because 20 years is a long time to just throw away. Yeah.
There's a day that I saw, because I was viewing your status on WhatsApp. There was something that I feel like you wrote something. I don't know, it could not be the right thing, but you wrote something in line saying, we have been there, we've done all these things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out, was that targeting someone, or it was just something that you felt like you needed to express yourself?
I'll tell you what. Whatever we do, whatever our accomplishments in life, we need to trade carefully, and because the fact that today everybody could be on your team, could be shouting your name, you need to don't let some of those things get to your head. You know, you need to just keep calm and be smart in how you juggle your way around this music industry.
Was that in line with the new artists? Maybe some of the new artists, maybe who might feel like they have their time now happening?
Well, it's just in general. It's in general. When I say something, I'm not referring to one particular person. You know, if I say something, it's in general, and it's either you pick it up or you don't. You know, because it shouldn't be about how do I put it? The whole issue of getting too big-headed, you know, certain people, you lose it and you lose focus, and before you know it, there could be another artist that will, you know, just the way people gave you love, supported you, they can do that to the next person.
Let's try to be honest right now. Is there a point that the 5-star General Ozzy, who's been in the industry for 20 years now, try to reach out to a new artist, then they don't, you feel like they didn't respond in the same way that you felt like you were supposed to be responded to? Maybe you tried to help a new artist, or not just helping, but you try to collaborate and they don't get to respond back.
No, no.
That thing ever happened to you?
And you want to know that I'm an artist who, yes, loves to collaborate, but my collaborations are ones that I pick very carefully, because I want to bring in somebody who I know is going to complement what I'm doing or what I do. So, because and the chemistry has to be just perfect. It has to be right. You just can't pick anybody just because they've got a hit record or because they are that and this and that and that, and then I need to work with them. No, for me, I feel like it's about trying to create a proper combination. The chemistry has to be perfect. You will not that from most of my collaborations. That's why they sound that way, because it's like, everything just connects proper. Yeah, I pick my collaborations very well. Yeah, I just don't jump on anything because somebody has asked me to be on it. If I'm not feeling it, then you gotta respect my opinion, because it means I'll not be at my best if you force me or you're paying me for that. You know what I mean? I'll not do it.
I know you've had countless of different interviews, conversations.
Yeah.
Is there something that you feel like the Zambian people don't know about you, or maybe an interviewer has never asked you that you feel like people need to know about you? We're talking about your retirement that's about to come. Is there something that you want to update people that you feel like this is something that they don't know about me?
Well,
or maybe everything has been in public domain.
No, I mean I made my entry in 2003, man. Backstabber, was the very first record. So, and for those that want to know more about General Ozzy, we are documenting. We're doing a documentary for General Ozzy, leading up to this whole event. So it's gonna be out there, and some of those questions will be answered on that docu.
Wow.
So yeah, we were just putting everything together, and yeah, we 20 years doesn't come every other single day. So for us, this is like a huge milestone, a huge celebration, and we want to do it in a special way. If we're gonna come out and give them a documentary, we want them to see who General Ozzy is. This past 20 years.
It's funny that most people know you as General Ozzy.
Yeah.
They have no idea that you're a good radio personality.
I used to be.
You used to be. But to be honest with you, I feel like there's a way that, there's a way you get. Like to be on radio, you have to listen to different radio personalities, to be honest with you. That's something that I feel like maybe some of the Zambian people don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did radio for, 5-6 years, somewhere there. It was fun. It was great. I'll tell you what, I value every experience I go through, because it's all that has this person called General Ozzy. And that's why I say, for me, everything that I've gone through, good or bad, high or low, it's been all worth it, because sometimes it's good to you make a mistake, you learn from it. If you cannot learn from it, you do it again, it means there's a problem there. So I've always believed that once you experience something, you know it, and nobody can ever take it away. It's knowledge, it's right there. It lives rent-free in your head. So you gotta use it, utilize it. And for me, everything that I have carried along the way is right here with me. I have it and I treasure that. Yeah.
Let's go straight to another video all the way from today's guest as we get to celebrate his works right here. You should get to find out. I have a surprise for General Ozzy. But let's go to 5-star General Ozzy. To be honest with you, this video is not really pretty old.
Okay.
But I love the sound. I love the production.
Okay.
The intro. And it's like, you know what you want. And I was even telling someone saying, if Chino Chalo had a video, I can still imagine how the video would be. Based on this video.
Okay.
Let's go straight to this video right here, all the way from our today's guest. So that's why we continue having conversation. Pamene Panama Prime TV, Payatu Vibes.
As I wake up in the morning, yawning, pick up my phone and log in, Facebook scrolling, I'm hoping, situation today.
It's about the sound, it's about the guitar, it's about the intro of the song that gives it. I don't know if you can understand the feeling, but The first time I listened to that song,
Yeah.
like I know my Zambian music too well to a point where I know I talk anybody. God, but I would like to find. I've always wanted to get to find out from you, like, what inspired you to write such a song? Like I can listen to some different bass guitar.
Yeah.
I might not be familiar with the keys and the other things, but I'm able to relate to some keys.
Yeah.
The type of instrument, twice vibe. Let's talk about the inspiration behind the song.
So there's a time I was stepping out of a hotel, just around the soccer here, and this guy walks up to me. I was walking to my car, and like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Ndala ndifuna mwimbe kwa nyimbo at inside nefiko. You know what I mean? So I was like, and he walked away. So I was like, I followed him. I was like, excuse me, what do you mean? What does that mean? You know, of course I know what insala is njala, you know, like hunger, nefiko, which is dirt. He's like, can't you see the situation that I'm a country, but my cholera at that time we didn't have COVID, there was cholera, you know, that was like 2018, and there was a lot going on. I remember at that time, you know, there was floods, you know, like sewer lines on the copper belt in Matero, things like that. We had a lot of things going on like that, and some cholera cases. So as General Ozzy would do, you know what I mean, I did my little research on, you know, what people wanted me to talk about, you know what I mean, like this is what it is in South Africa, whatever, people are complaining about this, they talk about that. I read the newspaper, you know, so I see some of the things that come up in some of our daily tabloids and newspapers. So being the artist that I am, you know, I put that together, and the title was saying twice, you know what I mean? Yeah, you need to have twice on this record. So I reached out to him, I called him, and he was just like, man, let's do it. I'm coming through right now. Are you at the studio? I'm like, yeah. And we had just composed a little skeleton beat with my friend Bundu. You know, it made it. He just had a little studio in his backyard, and we created the little sample. We had a microphone, and German Twice came through. He laid his verse, and yeah, pretty much that was it. You know, pretty much that was it. And so he's got two versions, that song. So I wanted to have some saxophone played on the song and some guitars. So I have a friend who's also a producer. His name is Chipo. He lives in the UK. Chipo Makwembo. He's a gospel artist. So we used to be at Sling Beats at one time together. So I reached out to him. He plays every instrument. I was like, yo, I got this record and I need you to play something on this, man. Whatever you're feeling, play it. So I sent it to him. It didn't take like 2 hours or whatever. He sent me a message via WhatsApp. He's like, bro, I've got an idea. Can you send me the vocals? I think I would like to make this song. I'm trying to produce something. Let me try out something. If you don't like it, you can trash it. So I said, oh, cool. So I got the vocals and I emailed them to him, and he created that. You know what I mean? He played that, every single instrument. That song was played live. You know, it was live. He played the saxophone live. He played the guitars and everything else. When he sent it back to me, I was just like, woo, damn. This is crazy. You know, I didn't expect that. I was just like, woof, this is crazy. You know, I couldn't stop listening to it. Then I was like, you know what, let's do it. I gave it the thumbs up. And I was like, we gotta push. So I played it for the rest of the team, you know, I played it for Roberto, played it for a few guys that I trust, you know, in terms of listening to some of my sound, and they gave it the thumbs up, you know, like, yo, let's shoot a video, let's do it. And there you are.
Interesting story. Interesting story. But let's talk about something that you posted on your social media. I know 20 years is a long time for us to get to catch up with how your life in the industry has been.
Yeah.
But I also want to get to find out the post that you made on social media.
Which one?
The retirement.
Okay.
And having your last show. Okay, maybe why now. And I've had countless conversation with different artists. I remember last time, the last conversation I had, I was trying to find out from Chester when the Marquee 2 retirement story was going on social media. He said an artist can never retire. Based on his thought, on his opinion. Now seeing your post, I'm looking at it saying, is it like for real? You want to retire?
Yeah.
Why?
I've had my fair share. I've contributed a lot to the Zambian music industry. If you've never been a general Ozzy fan, at least at some point you've heard my song somewhere, you know what I mean? And either at a wedding, in a minibus, somewhere at a function, you know. So to a certain degree, you want to also just help others. I think that's me, and I'm trying to do something that most of us should be doing to try and push our industry to a certain level. We don't have schools where people can go to learn about how to handle yourself as an artist. We don't have universities that you will go to and they'll teach you how to, handle the, people coming at you on social media or whatever. We don't. We're all new to these things, and especially if you're a young artist, certain things you might say will also deter your career based on that. And also there's young artists out there that want to be given an opportunity, a chance to have somebody who's a figure that understands the industry, and you can push them, because we've gotten to a point where our industry needs people that will take it in a certain direction, because there's certain things that happen right now that are happening which do not please me. I mean, like at the moment there's this whole issue of pitting artists against each other. I don't see how that benefits the industry, because it only breaks relationships that should have collaborated. Because today somebody starts saying something on social media, Ozzy, PMC, all of a sudden there'll just be some tension between me and you. If somebody just starts saying, Ozzy and so now Ozzy's Nimkadi, it just derails what we're supposed to doing in trying to get our music to the world. I think our friends out there are doing it because they've decided they're going to put their hands together and pull one another, as opposed to pushing down your friend. When they do good, applaud them. You know what I mean? Show them that their work is great. When they don't do well, let's be honest. Let's have honest conversations, because it doesn't help if I'm not gonna be straight with you and tell you this record, I don't think we can release it. You know what I mean? It doesn't have. If we need to grow. If we're going to grow our industry, we gotta have honest conversations. People that are just going to say this is that is that, because that's what you need out there. You need people that are going to be straight up with you and show you in the right way.
So when I don't even know how to ask the next question. I've seen this conversation. There's some few conversations I've seen on social media in line with what you're saying. There are more people doing the comparison, less people offering solutions to the problems. Is it like we are at the point where there's more happiness seeing the downfall of other people on social media, and people are like, they would want to celebrate and talk about such?
I don't think everybody is like that. I doubt that. There's just certain people that influence bad vibes, and there's good people out there. Not everybody who's on social media is there to try and push you down. We just need people that have got positive vibes. You know what I mean? Like, if you do good, let me pat you on the back and say, you know what, this is great. This is a great project. You know what I mean? You just released this project, and you know what? I'm proud of your work. And trust me, it doesn't matter who you are in the world today. When you do something and somebody appreciates you, it puts a smile on your face. You know what I mean? It gives you a certain vibe. that's what it is, you know. If you're stepping out there and you feel you've dressed nicely, you're a female, and somebody says, "Wow, you look great," how does that make you feel? It makes you feel good, you know. So it's the same thing out there. If a friend does good, let's push them. You know what I mean? I feel like the people that do that just have a miserable life, you know, because how can you not see good in other people? All you see is bad. There must be a problem there, you know what I mean? And if you're going to follow such, it means you equally have a problem. Yeah, because you should be able to see the good in others if you want them to see the good in you.
Let's do something that is very different. This is the people's show.
Okay.
So we'll also want to come back here to vibes. Waja many mumatamba waja. Waja wene mafunufusa kwa question kuli my guest watu. Tiko na 5-star General Ozzy. So that Stephen amkanda my social media mambo comment that why is unafunze question? You know, like people ask me these questions, like why is unafunze question? Now we're giving you that opportunity to call in so that simunani ikemulija situation yaku timunifunza why is unafunze question yaso why is ubakamba na artist baso. So we want to get to hear from you right now if you can call us up. So we won't have a conversation but mukatumira phone tizakomverani mungatiuze chekwa nemutumira kwa mutambira ya 2 vibes na question yamene mungafune mafunsako ba guest watu ba General Ozzy pa Prime TV pale kama pale retirement yao and other things right there. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you like okay? Or like, do you have any other questions that you'd like to find out? Like, I want to find out from right there. Call us up.
If the king wants to rest, let him rest. But at least very panga to background. Fintona sanes.
Mkwae twatotela sana wamene waponga maruzi batiuzako nawe nangu watumire po phone zona mtuze kwa mtambira ya 2 vibes mumbera chia cha throwback ya jana wakam. Yeah,
classics.
Yeah. And it's, okay, let's get to hear from someone else right there. Ni mandani yao?
This is KB.
Tikumverani boss, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, this is where we see maturity in the old folks of generals in the group, because with them, you know, even their music, they had to put in much effort. No wonder there's more on a group yao yonse mulibe like the point he raised very cardinal because they used to work together. So if we can have such mentors in the music industry, our upcoming artists, they will even have a career yao is in the patari. The Naos in the group, the Dankayas, the whatever, why are they still booming even right now? They had the vision. They knew what they wanted to gain at the end of it all. So he has raised a very cardinal point in that our upcoming musicians, if they bring the likes of the Naos, Pafupi, Wapunzisa now to go about it, will not have, you know, these guys have made it in life, but I've never heard Ozzy coming out boasting, but they are doing fine. In that spirit here, so Mr. Oz, my appeal is that please come on board, help the upcoming musician now to live, because you know, like you stated, this is a short career, but if someone spoils it within a shortest period, because doesn't face 15 pini, that's waste of time. So in a group here mostly, yasiana no wonder even mukakamba kuti muchita retire na retirement titikana, because you still have that passion for the industry. You know, look at Roberto. You bloomed Roberto. He's doing fine, and that's the spirit which we need. So, Mr. Ozzy, I know your retirement is maybe it will be like inactive, but Mzambo still in the background. So, Mtitandize kuma upcoming musician. Also, nowadays, comparison yeninga pange kopadi mo wakudala na chani. Wakudala mwenzo tandizana. You had that spirit of helping one another. Now this time around, ulina vijova kuti maybe nifike na kumanganga so that nimveke bwino. Short mutaka tusako chabitu manimbo tuvili asira. So muvapunzise kwa mamoros to say, you know, in whatever you are doing, first of all, pakamulungu pasogoro, then everything will follow. Look at you, Mogonso in a Danica.
Accommodate Navenango, but yeah, I'm sure we can
I'm just in place so we don't want to appreciate him. Let's try to appreciate him when he's not there. So it's good to appreciate someone.
Can we try to pick up the last calls? So make it short, snip, 1 minute if possible. Time na eve yaenda. But mwataka mbila so chimakambisa ko chepangono timvera che lolo but mwakambisa ko chepangono so timvere naye mukufunsa ile mfuno funsa. So 2 minute point phone, you go right ahead with your question or maybe anything else. Do we have any calls? Anyone to call us up? Enough of question. Could guess what? Keep trying. We still want to get to accommodate you so that you get to give us your feedback. The 5-star General Ozzy, a few days ago, had made his announcement saying.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello?
We can get you. So if someone doesn't follow my rules here, so that mukatuma che kwenda che straight per point, then tikumverani nice pano pa Yatu Vibes. So try to call us up, maybe like one more call. Hello? Okay, so I really don't know what's going on, but keep trying. Maybe in a few minutes, maybe hoping that we get to talk to someone out there just to find out what they have to say about the 5-star General Ozzy. Maybe a quick one.
Yeah.
There are a few points, like the 2 calls that we picked. Okay, we have another. Okay, go ahead. We're able to get you.
Yes. What I'm trying to say is we salute you, General Ozzy, and the old folks. Your music was educating the masses. It's a bit different from the music which is around. So we really salute you. There are songs where, like General Ozzy, I always remember you about. I don't know if you are the one who did the Nisakira Hobby. That song, it really taught me something good, that if you are doing something bad, your wife should not say no. What you're doing, it's bad. Try something better. As long as it's bringing money, she shouldn't question. I thank you very much for your time. I try to teach these young musicians who are coming up not to. There are a lot of junkies even in these upcoming artists. So just try to teach them how to go about. It's not just about singing, but
people don't sound happy.
Yeah, I just want to say, I think the last caller we had, the point is making, where you shouldn't question where the money has come from. Well, as long as it's not illegal, yeah, it means it's still a COVID, of course. You know, I mean, I've always advocated for hard work because, you know, when you've worked for something and you earn that money, you've earned it the right way. It means you've earned the right to spend it however you want. You know what I mean? But of course, you gotta be smart because you just don't want to earn it and blow it. And for a long time, I used to get people telling me about that particular song. There's actually a gentleman who was retrenched back in the day, and then, you know, he kind of like pushed his way up back into, you know, a certain position where he could now support his family. And he told me that song really, you know, was like his inspiration, the time that he was going through, you know, those difficult, hard times, you know. And I met him, he was like, young man, that song got me through, man. It got me through. He reached out in his wallet and, you know, like, I'm not trying to whatever, I just want to say thank you. I was like, wow, thank you. You know what I mean? I didn't know there's actually people that get impacted by my music that way. You know, that really, really like moved me. I was like, wow, cool.
Yeah. Due to time, I wish we would go on. But a quick one, you have a show that's coming up.
Yeah.
And also for getting one more song.
Yeah, I've got a record that I'm going to be dropping and a video before the before the event. The event comes through on August 26th.
Yeah.
It's at the Music Club at East Park Mall, and charges are 200 kwacha for ordinary, 500 kwacha for VIP. We've got MC Wabuino coming through. When last did you ever see MC Wabuino perform? You know what I mean? That's my big brother. He's somebody that has mentored me in the game, you know, because I've always humbled myself before my elders, you know, those that came before me. And he said, Ozzy, I'm coming to support you, you know. I said, thank you. You know, we've got Nasty D, same thing. You know, these are my big brothers. Moses Sakala, Angela Nyirenda. You know, we've got Slap D, he's coming through. You know, he's a pioneer. We've got Mumbayachi, we've got Tilo, we've got Blake, we've got Muya Sax, we've got Wezi, we've got Hamova, you know. So we've got DJ VGZ, DJ Busy Weezy on the decks as well. And the night is just going to be celebrating Zambian music for the past 20 years, as much as it is about General Ozzy, but it's going to be a night where we want to celebrate Zambian music from 2003 when I made my entry until 2023. So we're going to play anything and everything that's Zambian. We're not playing anything else apart from that. So whether it's gospel, or whether it's Galindula, whether it's whatever you want to call it, but as long as it's Zambian, it's got to be playing on that night.
My last question for today's conversation would be, what is one thing after being in the industry for 20 years you would want to see change?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
In a minute. If you had the power, you're given the power to change it.
There's unity in strength. Unity is strength. So let's work together, guys. You know, everybody. You know, the artists, the guys that do videos, you know, the guys that are choreographers, the players of instruments, everybody, you know, let's push our friends' work. When somebody has done good, pat them on the back. It makes them feel, it makes their day brighter, trust me. You know, let's avoid trying to push each other down. You know, if somebody's doing something, let's try and see how we can help them. You know, even if they don't ask. Sometimes people are they shy away, they keep away. You know, but if you're close, you know, you can reach out to somebody, try and talk to them and find out in what way, you know what I mean, you can help. Or, you know, we've got social media, a share, you know, a like. When your followers see that, you know, they'll also try and see what you just liked, you know, and it's basically that. And we push one another up that way. It shouldn't be just about me. No, you know, I always say our industry is like a jigsaw puzzle. Everybody that feeds into that jigsaw puzzle brings value to that puzzle. Without one piece, it's not complete. So we gotta complete each other by complementing one another.
Today was a special edition, all the way right there, and there are other few questions have been answered, but it has been an amazing conversation. Retirement.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I'm still in that, and I'm still thinking right now.
Yeah. Like,
you have to give us an acapella for Chino Chalo. Since I saw a 5-star general, Mukalibosta retire.
So anyway, I'm retiring from actively making music, but you'll probably see me performing because there's people that love my music and whatever, you know, there's festivals, there's weddings, there's whatever, you know, and they'll, hey, we want you to come and whatever, you know, I'm still actively making music. I'm putting it on the side.
So there's no age of an artist retiring in the music?
No, there is not. You know, you can, some retire at one song.
Can we have an acapella for that, Chino Chalo?
Okay. Chino Chalo ni chovuta vantu vafunda kukuziva pacha ukangala bwino. Chino Chalo ni chovuta ngati ndiwe mphawiswa kutaya kona nzeru chalo nichovuta vantu vafuna kukuziva paja ukangala bwino chino chalo nichovuta ngati ndiwe mphawiswa kutaya kona nzeru.
It's great having a conversation with you. Thank you very much for coming through.
Bless.
We appreciate
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
There's a lot right on Pride TV. That's been an amazing, quick conversation with the 5-star General Ozzy. Hope you got something quite very interesting right there.